Assalamualaikum. Okay, welcome to online classes for MTS 415 Special Topics in Mechatronics. So सबसे पहले तो एक review से start करते हैं because it's been so long that a review is I believe necessary. I'm going to keep this brief, probably 15 minutes के अंदर I'm going to try to get to the point that where we were at the end of classes. Starting from that minimum potential energy method. ठीक है उससे पहली वाली चीजें काफी बेसिक थी सो यहाँ से हम कहानी शुरू कर सकते हैं होपफुली सो हम कर क्या रहे थे what we were trying to do is we were trying to minimize the potential energy of the strain energy essentially of a solid body and we were suggesting कि जहाँ पे strain energy minimized होगी उस point पे you're gonna be in equilibrium ठीक है so what we were trying to do was this was strain energy density this half sigma epsilon term. If you're talking about a 1D problem, sigma and epsilon are just scalars, but for 2D and 3D problems, these become problems involving beams and trusses and so on. These become row or column vectors. Okay, so if you multiply this with the volume, you're going to get strain energy, and then if you take a derivative of this, you get the and you set that equal to 0. That is the point कि जहाँ पे strain energy minimize होगी. ठीक है? Okay, so what we want to do is we want to rewrite this term in terms of the nodal displacements जिनको हम Q कह रहे हैं. ठीक है? So one we need relationship between stress and strain. That relationship is just generically sigma is going to be equal to some matrix D multiplied by epsilon, and this D would be different things depending on whether it's a 1D, 2D, or 3D problem, or for example, if you're talking about beams or whatnot. So D for 1D problem is just modulus of elasticity capital E. For 2D problems, a matrix बन गया था 3x3 का और for 3D problems it's a 6x6 matrix. 2D में हमने मजीद एक डिस्टिंक्शन की थी कि plane stress और plane strain की assumptions would lead to two different matrices D. ठीक है? And those are somewhere up there in your lecture notes. Just go back to it very quickly. So this is the D matrix for plane strain, and this is the D matrix for plane stress. ठीक है? Okay. उसके बाद strain को हमने लिखना in terms of displacement. That relationship is given by epsilon is equal to L operated on U. So this L just had a differential operator, जो कि in the case of 1D problem is just partial by partial x, d by dx because it just depends on x. There's no need for a partial there. But for let's say 2D problems, it's gonna look kind of like this. It's gonna be a 3x2 matrix, जिसके individual elements are essentially just differential operators. अच्छा यहाँ पे u और v जिसको हम generally u लिख रहे हैं are displacement fields, right? These are not nodal displacements. These are a function of x and y, or just x for a 1D problem. ठीक है? Okay, so moving on. The last thing is ये जो displacement है उसकी relationship with nodal displacements, and these are written in terms of these shape functions. ठीक है? This is the last sort of part of the puzzle, and before we can plug everything back and take that derivative, हम कह रहे हैं कि strain का ताल्लुक displacement से था और displacement का ताल्लुक nodal displacement से था. And this relationship, this n, is the matrix of shape functions, जो कि interpolation functions भी कहलाते हैं, जो कि in its simplest form could be just linear interpolation functions के हम कह रहे हैं कि किसी point पे let's say किसी point I पे let's say displacement ui है और किसी point j पे let's say displacement uj है, तो generally क्या होगी? ठीक है? A model of that. Do have a look at those simple derivations. We are going to do something for beams in probably in the next video or the video after that. So ये n निकालने का तरीका रिवाइज किया जाएगा. So, okay. So if I just plug in all of these definitions into this term, half stress into strain, and try to put everything in terms of Q, and then take a derivative of that. So better this is everything in terms of Q, which you can maybe look at it as a half k x square kind of form, right? This is a quadratic form. आपको जरा मुश्किल से नजर आ रहा होगा, but maybe you can think of it as a half kx square type of form, where this entire term is some k. ठीक है, सो इसमें हाफ के एक्स स्क्वायर टाइप की चीज नजर आ रही होगी, मगर हमने करना क्या है कि हमने इसको डेरिवेटिव इसका लेना है, ठीक है। सो इफ यू ट्राई टू टेक अ डेरिवेटिव ऑफ दिस विद रिस्पेक्ट टू q, देन हाफ के एक्स स्क्वायर का डेरिवेटिव अगर kx होता था तो हाफ q k स्क्वायर का derivative is just going to be equal to k multiplied by q, right? So this is for a single element. जो इसकी assembly होगी, it's going to be done using those methods described earlier कि global जो stiffness matrix है वो लिखना है हमने पहले पूरा का पूरा, उसके खाने बनाने हैं, and then plug in the numbers from the local element stiffness matrix, sorry, don't call it local, the element stiffness matrix in the right position in the global stiffness matrix, right? So for now we were just focusing on this part, right? ये geometry के साथ क्या करना है, इसके ऊपर external loads भी लगेंगे, and those external loads की वजह से जो work done होगा, जब उसका derivative लेंगे, then you're also going to get a vector of concentrated loads, which is simple enough if you've got just loads acting on individual nodes. But if once again if you've got body forces or area forces or just distributed forces, then we are going to have to basically take integrals, which we will do later on. For now I'm just asking you to ignore this stuff, and just you should know फिलहाल कि अगर concentrated forces लगी हुई हो on individual nodes, so how to deal with them, right? So the work done by concentrated external forces is just going to be equal to q transpose times f, and if you take a derivative of this with respect to q, you're obviously just going to get f, or hence this f appears here, and we are setting this derivative equal to 0, and this is going to give us the value of q at equilibrium, right? That's the idea. ठीक है, सो इसी को बहुत ब्रीफली अगर एक एक्सियली लोडेड बार के लिए इस मेथड को इस्तेमाल करते हुए अगर हम k निकालना चाहें, we did this earlier, right? So the first thing that we need is ये n वाला मैट्रिक्स, राइट? इस n वाले मैट्रिक्स से हमने घुमा फिरा के ये b मैट्रिक्स बनाना है. b मैट्रिक्स was the operator n operated on the matrix of shape functions n, ठीक है? So n जो है वो एक interpolation function हमने पहले बनाया for a simple 1D element, and then all you have to do is take a derivative of this with respect to x. That's going to give you your matrix B, a derivative of this with respect to x, right? Because जो आपका L वो है operator है, that is just partial by, है partial भी नहीं है ये, but it just depends on x, but just depends on x. So take a derivative of this with respect to x, you get b, which is minus 1 over l and 1 over l. और उसके बाद this, all you have to do is plug in the thing b from last slide. जो dv है, that is just equal to a multiplied by dx, और जो matrix d है, that is just equal to modulus of elasticity, Young's modulus E. ठीक है? And there's really not much of an integration to be done here, honestly. But if you do carry out this entire, multiplication, matrix multiplication and integration, quote unquote, so you're gonna end up with the matrix form जो कि आपको already idea होना चाहिए था, because ये तो vibrations के time से हमें clear था कि यार ये A over L type की जो है ना ये form बनेगी आपके axially loaded bars में, ठीक है? Okay, so I'm gonna stop this video right here.